Basically, today we discuss a lab part, but before today's session, we already done EIGRP theoretical part. Yes or no?
Yes.
So verify
Yes.
routing. So I think we already done complete EIGRP theoretical information. Complete metric, dual algorithm, clear load balancing. Okay. Then we discuss
Yes.
one more topic. Which one? This one is which one? Query message process, stop concept, passive interface, multiple things. Now, basically today we start the topic name is EIGRP lab. In this topic, we discuss how to enable, how to configure, and how to form neighborship, hello parameter process, update process, timers, metric, best path, load balancing, dual algorithm, loop preventions, table, filtering, path manipulation, default route, summarization. Clear? Now, so basically first we start from two routers. Okay. So EIGRP, and we need to discuss this one. Okay. Now verify. Right now, how many devices we are getting? Two devices, R1 and R2, with 12 dot network one side, and LAN side we are getting some loop backs. Okay, in between two routers we are running AS100, so that means same router, same AS. We are calling a internal devices. Okay, just start both devices. Wait, how to enable EIGRP we discussed, but why we use EIGRP we also discussed. Access router 1, access router 2. Now enable show IP protocol summary. No protocol running, show IP interface break. So verify how many interfaces available. We are getting a WAN interface or which one? LAN interface as a loop back. Clear?
Yes.
Now go to R2. Show IP protocol summary. No protocol running. And now show IP interface break. We are getting a one is WAN, one is LAN facing interface. Now, basically why we are using routing? Because in router one routing table, we are getting a 2 dot network. No. So how to enable? It's a very simple. Go to config mode and command is router and define which protocol you want to enable. So
Yes.
basically we
Yes.
are running EIGRP. EIGRP basically two types, name mode or classic. We are running in CCNP only classic mode. So classic means with AS number and name mode EIGRP with name. So basically AS number will define to enable EIGRP. So AS number is we are running 100. Now, after enter this information, now exit, show IP protocol summary. So EIGRP protocol is enabled, show IP protocol. Now verify. In EIGRP 100, some key values we are using. Clear? Now, internal route AD value 90, external route 170. Best path, how many support maximum? 4. And how many maximum hop count support? 100.
100.
And how many variants by default? 1. Auto summarization is disabled. Clear? Now, next thing. Router EIGRP 100. So basically, how to enable EIGRP on interfaces. So basically, we are getting two options. Neighbor command or network command. Neighbor command only define neighbor information, not enable EIGRP. If I am saying my neighbor is 12.0.2 and then enter. So we are getting incomplete. Please define the interface. Which interface? So router 1 E0 by 0. Now verify show IP EIGRP interface. So basically we are getting any interface enable in EIGRP? No. So neighbor command
No.
only form neighborship. Only define neighbor info, not enable EIGRP. Now remove this command. Say no. We are using a which one command to enable EIGRP? Router EIGRP 100 network. Basically, this network command, what will we do? If I am using network command, so we are getting all process multicast and all messages forward on my multicast IP address EIGRP 224.0.0.10 address. So I am saying on which interface we want to enable EIGRP. I just want to enable on WAN interface. Clear? So 12.0.0 enter. Now verify do show IP EIGRP interface. And now verify how many interface enable in
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, Ibrahim, verify which interface is enabled in EIGRP.
0 by 0.
Okay, now one more thing. Basically, R1 if enable EIGRP trying to form neighborship. Why? Because after run network command EIGRP enable on this network interface and router one also sharing hello message. Now verify, capture. Okay, 1 second, I think. Oh, 40. 1 second. Wireshark not working, so we need to enable root E. Now capture E0 by 0. Now verify. So R1 say I am sending hello message on multicast IP EIGRP. This one. So source IP 12.1, destination is multicast IP, and upper layer protocol is EIGRP. Protocol number is 88. Now, in EIGRP, we are sending hello message. Inside hello message, we are sending AS number is 100.
Excuse me.
And now,
is it a version 2?
We are sending some parameters. K1 is enabled, K3 is enabled, and rest of the key values disabled. So this is my parameters inside the hello message, but right now no one is sending hello message. So how to match parameter? So we are going to R2 side and then enable EIGRP. But right now R1 also say I am also advertise my one more interface in EIGRP. Self advertisement only. 1.1.1.1. Now show IP EIGRP interface. So basically, if I am running network command, so that means router one will do enable this network related interface in EIGRP or also inject this network information in EIGRP. Clear? Enter. So how many interface enable EIGRP? 2 interface. But only which interface form neighborship? Physical. Logical never form. Na? Now, go to R2 side. Router to say if I'm using router EIGRP 100 and I'm using network 000 command. That means from 0 to till go to 255. If anyone available with same IP 0 to 255, so we can enable EIGRP. Then enter. Now verify show IP EIGRP interface. So how many interface enable EIGRP router 2? 2 interfaces. Now verify the update process in EIGRP. How update will form. Now, basically, R1 say I am sending hello, R2 say I am sending hello. So first time both are sending a hello and verify parameter. If verify parameter, so basically if parameter is match, then exchange updates. So R2 say brother, I am sending update. Clear? But in this update, we are sending any network information? No. This one is initializing for update process. That means this update call null update. R1 say, brother, I am also sending update. But this one is also initializing. That means both are done a null update process. Now, after null update process, R2 say, brother, I am sending full update. So R2, which network is indirectly connected with R1? R2, which network is indirectly connected with R1?
2.2.
Basically, R2 forwarding in full update. Which network information verify?
2.
2.2.2/32. Yes or no? With some
Yes.
metrics. Metric means bandwidth information, delay information, and how many hop counts away also forwarding. Clear? Now verify. This one is some flags we are sending. Now, right now, R2 send update, full update. But which sequence number use? Sequence is 2. Acknowledge is 0. Now, whenever R1 receive this update, so R1 send back hello plus acknowledge. So where is R1 hello plus acknowledge? So I think this one. Verify. Acknowledge number is 2. Clear? So R1 say I am successfully receive your update. Now R1 will try to send update message. In this update, R1 say I am sending which network information? 1.1.1.1/32 sequence is 2, acknowledges 0. Now, so this one is R1 update. R2 say I am sending hello plus acknowledge. So where is R2? Hello plus acknowledge. This one. Acknowledge number is 2 from R2 to R1. Clear? So right now null update or full update is done. Clear? Now, after some times, again we try to capture. After some times, if R1 getting one more branch active in lens side, then what will be happen? In RIP protocol, we are sending full update every 30 seconds. We are creating one more loop back 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 255, 255, 255, 255. This loopback has a new branch, and into EIGRP we are advertised 11.11.11.11. Enter. Now R1 send again update message, but now in this update, router 1 send full update or null update or partial update. So basically null or full is already done. Now we are sending partial update. Which network is new connected with R1? 11. So verify. This one is R1 update message. So this update message directly forward on multicast. That means everyone received. So basically, which network information we are sharing here? 11 dot, and sequence number is 4. Now, whenever R2 receive this update, R2 send back hello plus acknowledge. This one. Sending. Now verify. Acknowledge number is 4. Update message always multicast. But whenever we are sending hello plus acknowledge, always unicast 1-to-1. Clear? Now, so null, full, partial, it's clear. One more thing. Go to R1 side and verify show IP EIGRP neighbor. So R1 say my neighbor is 12.2. On which interface R1 connected this neighbor? E0/0. R1 running whole timer. How many seconds ago this neighbor will be up? 4 minutes 21 seconds ago. Smooth round trip time. Smooth round trip time means whenever R1 send this update, this network information, an update message from R1 to R2, and R2 send back acknowledge message. So how many second delay? We are getting a total duration at 10 millisecond. Clear? So a smooth round trip timer. Okay. RTO is 100 seconds. QA, any packet stuck in my buffer memory? No. Last sequence number acknowledge 4. Now show IP route. So verify decode route we are receiving. D means internal EIGRP. The same as if we are getting a D or EX, that means external route from other AS. Clear? From other routing protocol. This route we are receiving AD value 19 metric and via which one? 12.2. R1 receiving on which interface? 0/0. How many seconds ago this update will receive? 5 minutes 10 seconds. Go to R2 side. Show IP EIGRP neighbor. So R2 say this one is my neighbor on this interface. Timer is running this time, and this one is milliseconds. Last acknowledge on 4th number. Show IP route. So we are receiving a multiple routes, but I want to show only EIGRP. So show IP route EIGRP. In EIGRP, we are receiving from R1 2 routes. Clear? With AD value 90, 90. That means same ES member. Clear? Next thing. If someone say how to mismatch neighborship, which one is parameter to form neighborship? So if I'm going to router 1 E0/0 interface, and I'm saying IP address 12.0.1 and subnet mask is /16. First thing, if subnet mask is different, this side we are using 16, this side we are using 30. Neighborship will be up. Yes or no? Neighborship will be up. Show IP IGRP neighbor. Why? Go to R2 side, show run interface E0/0. So subnet mask is issue? No, because this one is not a parameter. Clear? But if I am going to R1 side and saying one thing, route show IP protocol and verify K values, only K1 and K3 is enabled. So if I am saying router EIGRP 100 and I'm saying metric weight and first type of service is 0, I'm saying K values is 1, K2 is 1, K3 is 1, K4 is 1, K5 is 1. All K values I am enable. Clear? But right now on R2 side, show IP protocol. Only K1 and K3 is enabled. So right now, R2 show some logs. Neighborship is down. Why? K values mismatch. Clear? So how to mismatch? We already done. So again, I will set the same K values. No metric weight keyword. No metric weight. Okay, now one more thing. If you're getting a different ES, for example, if I am remove no router EIGRP 100, remove successfully, show IP protocol summary. Any protocol running? No. So if I'm saying router EIGRP 100, so it's the same ES, but if I'm remove and I'm saying router EIGRP 101, network is anyone, then with verify show IP EIGRP neighbor. We are sending hello, but anyone form neighborship? Anyone form neighborship? No. AS number, K values must be matched. Clear? Now, remove this EIGRP. No router EIGRP 101 and say router EIGRP 100 network is anyone. Wait, we are getting a neighborship successfully formed. Hold on. Show IP EIGRP neighbor. Done. If someone says, sir, how timers will work? So basically, R1 say I am running a hello time is 5 seconds. Hold time is 15 seconds. So basically R2 say, okay, brother, I am running hold timer. Why? Because I am accept your hold timer is 15 na. So R2 will receive R1 have hold time is 15. So R2 will say this timer will start from 14 until go to 0. So if I am saying 13, 12, 11, 10, then 9. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically every 5 seconds, R1 send hello message. So R2 receive on 10 number timer and then again refresh this hello. Clear? And again go to 14. If timer is again go to 10, then again refresh. Bird. If R1 miss one hello, so timer will go to 9, 8, 7, 6. And then again trying to get refresh. But if we are not receiving, so again go to 5, 4, 3, 2. Again wait. If we are not received, then timer will go to 0 and neighborship will be down. So basically R1 timers, we can check hello or hold on. Which one router? R2 side. And R2 timer we can check on R1 side. So verify first thing. Show IP EIGRP neighbor. So this whole timer from we are getting R2 because we are sitting on R1. So R1 say interface E0/0. This one is WAN interface to forming a neighborship. IP hello interval for EIGRP 100 We are set hello time is 10. IP hold time for EIGRP 100. How many seconds? 30. So this 30 second we can check on my neighbor. No, this side we are getting a 15 second because R1 accept R2 timer. So, but R2 side show IP IGRP neighbor. R2 say my timer start from 27. No, it's a 29 to 0. Then again 21, then 20, then again refresh. Why? Because timer will start 29 until go to 20. 10 second will be complete and R1 send hello. So basically, if your timer is mismatched, so neighborship will down. No. Clear? How to change timer already clear. So remove this timer. Interface E0 by 0 say no IP hello interval for EIGRP 100. No IP hold time for EIGRP 100. Done. And now go to R2. Show IP EIGRP neighbor. 13, 12, 11, 10. Again refresh. Clear? Now one more thing. Basically, whenever R1 receive show IP route. Whenever route receive D, that means EIGRP internal route. So show IP route EIGRP. We are receiving AD value. Okay, Ibrahim, now it's visible. So basically R1 whenever receiving
Yes.
a route 2.2.2 from R2. So we are getting AD value, we are getting a metric. How to get this metric? How to get this metric? It's a very simple method. Very simple. Basically, we already learned some metric calculation process in theory time. Yes or no? So for metric calculation, we are using some K values. Or which K values we are using for metric calculation? Bandwidth and delay, because K1 or K3 is enabled now only. So how to verify? Whenever R2 forward this network information on R1 side. So R2 verify this loop back bandwidth, delay, this interface bandwidth delay, this interface bandwidth delay. How to verify? Very simple. Go to R2 side and run only one command. Show interface loopback. So which loopback we are using? Show interface loopback number 2. So loopback number 2 bandwidth or delay is available. Copy this one. Paste on this side. R2 interface bandwidth or delay. How to verify? Show interface E0 by 0. So this one is bandwidth or delay. Copy this one. And this one is bandwidth or delay for R2. R1 is also same interface. So same paste, bandwidth or delay. Now, one thing first. Whenever R2 forward update on R1 side, so R2 verify bandwidth is 8 lakh or 1 lakh or 1 lakh. But only check receiving side. Which one is lowest bandwidth? Which one is lowest bandwidth? 8 lakh or 1 lakh? 1 lakh kilobits.
1 lakh. 1 lakh.
Whenever R2 forward updates on R1 side, so R1 say on receiving interface, delay is 1000 and sending time. This loopback already having a how many delay? 5000.
5,000.
So total delay is how many seconds? How many? 6000.
6,000.
And now put formula. Which formula? 10 power 7 upon least bandwidth. So 1 lakh means I think 10 power 5 and multiply by 256. Then we are getting output. Okay, delay 6000 upon 10 and multiply by 256. Then we are getting a values. So it's very easy. Now, so how many remaining? 10 power 2 and 600. Clear?
Yes.
Now, one more thing. So 10 power 2 means I think 100 and multiply by 256. So we are getting a 25600. Clear? 600 multiply by 256. So which value we are getting? Calculator. 600 multiply by 256 plus 25600. So this one value must be coming. But in this simulator, in this simulator, we are getting a metric is which one? R1 side 409600. Why? Show IP route 2.2.2. We are getting some changes. Verify. We are using some bandwidth is this one. Delay is same. Same metric option we are using. Yes or no? But actually root metric, how many we are getting? 409600. So basically, if you verify 10 MB is 10 MB in KB. Use this 1% MB to KB. So 10 MB means 10,000. Clear enough? But we are getting how many? 1 lakh. So it's a simulator bug. Which one, dear? It's a simulator bug. That is the reason. So this practical we can do on EIGRP metric calculation on GNS3. Same output we are getting. Verify now. Same lab. Open GNS3. Wait. Click on OK. So we are using a 2 routers. 1, 2. First we'll learn with 2 routers. Then we discuss 3 routers. We are creating a loop back 2.2.2/32. And we are using a WAN side network is 12.0.0/30. And we learn metric calculation. Now start all devices. Same process we discuss. Same. Access both router. Okay. One by one, both router configure. Hold on. First, go to R1. R1 side, we are getting only WAN interface. We can create loopback also, but right now we test only metric. FA 0 by 0, say IP address 12.1, subnet mask, no shutdown, and we are enabling router EIGRP 100. Network is 12. And go to R2 side. FA 1 by 0, IP address 12.2, subnet mask, no shutdown, interface loopback to IP address 2.2.2, subnet mask, and router EIGRP 100. Network is anyone. Okay, now go to R1 and verify. Show IP route EIGRP. So we are receiving 2.2.2. AD value is 19 and metric is this one. But how to get this metric we can discuss. Now, whenever R2 forward this network information on R1. So R2 verify this interface bandwidth, this interface bandwidth, this interface bandwidth. Delay also. So verify same thing. Go to R2 side and say show interface loopback number 2. Bandwidth or delay. Copy this one and select your notepad file. This one paste. So this one is bandwidth or delay for loopback. Now,
Yes.
for interface, FA 1 by 0. Show interface FA 1 by 0. Where is my bandwidth or delay? This one. Copy. Done. Now go to this side. So both are using the same bandwidth or delay R2 and R1, I think, because fast Ethernet 100 MB. Now,
Yes.
R1 say on receiving side, I am using a bandwidth is least. Which one? 1 lakh kilobits. And delay is how many? Delay is how many? Verify now, brother.
100 seconds.
5,000 is already sending time and receiving time is how many? 100. So total is
600.
5,100.
600.
Not 6,000. It's 100 on.
Oh, 1200, 600. Yeah.
5,100. So 10 power 7 upon 10 power 5. Where is my 5? Then one more thing and multiply by 256. So we are already done. 100 multiply by 256 and delay is 5100 upon 10 and multiply by 256. So we are getting which one value? 5110. 510 multiply by 256. So use calculator. It's a very simple math. Use calculator. 100 multiply by 256. So 25600. Okay. 510 multiply by 256. Okay. Plus 25600. How many values we are getting? 156160. Go to R1 side and verify. We are getting a same metric or different?
Same metric.
Same metric. Show IP route for 2.2.2.2. Verify. Minimum bandwidth is 1 lakh. Delay is 5,100. And how many hop away from me? 1 hop away. If someone say, if I am going to R2 and I am change the bandwidth on R2, interface FA 1/0, bandwidth is 1,000 and delay is 50. Then what will be happen? Delay always multiply by 10. So 50 multiply by 10, 500. Bandwidth is similar. Show interface FA 1/0. Verify. Bandwidth is same 1000. But delay is 500. In metric, we are getting any changes. If we are doing any change on my sending time, interface, bandwidth or delay, we are getting any change in my metric? No. Verify R1. No changes we are getting in metric. Always same. Clear? But if we do change on receiving interface, for example, R1 FA 1/0/0. If I am saying FA 0/0, delay is now 5. Then multiply by 10. Then automatically we are getting my metric is change. Why? Because we said 5. So 5 multiply by 10. So 15. So delay is my how many? How many? 50.
Yeah.
Last time we are using delay is how many? 100. So right now 5,000 is already and now my delay is 15. So 5,050. Clear? Upon 10 and multiply by 256. So how many remaining? How many remaining? So it's a very simple math. 10, then cross this one. So we are getting 5. Hold on.
505.
Yeah, 505 multiply by 256. So use calculator. 505 multiply by 256. This value plus 25600 because bandwidth is already same. So how many metric? 154880 and verify on R1. Same metric or different? R1. Same metric or different?
Same metric.
Same metric. Clear? So metric concept is clear?
Yeah.
Now next thing. Stop this one. Clear this one. Now next topic we need to discuss. Which one? So how many topic we done? We need to discuss. Where is my notepad file? Enable, config, neighborship, hello, update, timers, metric. Okay. Best path, load balancing, dual, we need to discuss. But before discuss best path, load balancing, we discuss one more topic. Which one? if we are getting this type of topology, this topology called point to multi-point. That is the reason EIGRP multi-access topology. With which one neighborship we discussed here? Static. Last
Static
time with
neighbor.
network command we configure dynamic neighborship. Now we learn static neighborship, how to form and why we form. Wait. We are using a 10 dot network. So R1 is 10.1, R3 is 10.3, it's a 10.4, it's a 10.2. Everyone having a loop back. 1 dot loop back, 3 dot, 2 dot, 4 dot. Clear? This one having a 1.1.1 slash 32. This one having a 3 dot 3 slash 32. 2 dot 2 dot 2 slash 32. This one person having 4.4.4 slash 32. First, we learn dynamic neighborship. Okay. Access all devices. Now, console to all nodes. Yeah, it's done. Now go to R1. Show IP protocol summary. No protocol, show IP interface brief. So IP or loopback is available. Show IP protocol summary. No protocol, show IP interface brief. Available. Show IP protocol summary. Show IP interface brief. Done.
Yes.
Show IP protocol summary. No protocol, show IP interface. IP is done. Now, how to form dynamic neighborship we discussed already. Go to router EIGRP 100 and I am saying network. So network means dynamic neighborship. 10.0.0. Network is 1 dot 1 dot. We can advertise, but we are forming neighborship with. So remove this one, control tab, then go to R2, enable EIGRP. Only for neighborship, not advertising LAN network, only neighborship first. R3 router EIGRP 100, network is 10 dot. R4 router EIGRP 100, network is 10 dot. Done. So verify one thing. Whenever R1 enable EIGRP, R2 enable, R3 enable, R4 enable, then R1 send hello message to forming a neighborship or verify parameter. So this hello message on my 224.0.0.10 multicast IP, yes or no? So R3 member, R4 member, R2 member. So that means all router receive and trying to send back reply message to form neighborship. So in this condition, R1, R2, R3, R4 will get how many neighborship? Any idea? How many neighborship we are getting in this condition? R1 say, if I am sending hello message in update, in hello message, multicast IP. So R3 will form neighborship, R4 will form, R2 will form. So R1 will get how many neighbors? 3.
3.
Whenever R3 send hello message, so R1 reply, R2 reply, R4 reply. So R3 also 3 neighbor, R2 also 3 neighbor, R4 also 3 neighbors. Yes or no? So everyone having a 3 neighbor because we are forming dynamic neighbor shape na, because hello is multicast. Now go to R1 and verify it's a true or false. Show IP IGRP neighbor. So R1 having a how many neighbors? Ibrahim, Kirti?
4
3
neighbors.
R2
3,
also
3.
having. R2 also having 3. R3 also having 3. R4 also having 3. But if I am sending updates, so everyone exchange. So that means update loop concept is available now. So in this case, point to multi-point segment, we are forming a static neighborship. R1 say my neighbor is R3, R2, and R4. R3, R1 say, but R3 say my neighbor is R1, R2 say my neighbor is R1, R4 say my neighbor is R1. So R1 having a 3 neighborship, but other routers having 1 neighborship with R1. Yes or no? Now
Yes.
verify same thing. How to form static neighborship? It's a very simple. Network command must be available because you need to advertise your WAN interface. Network. Clear? But now we are using neighbor. My neighbor is 10.2. On which interface? My E0 by 0. And then I will say my neighbor is R3. And I am saying my neighbor is R4. Now verify. R2 say my neighbor is which one router only? Which one? 10.1 on my E0 by 0. Done. R3 say my neighbor is which one router? 10.1 on V0 by 0. R4 say my neighbor is which one, dear? 1 E0 by 0. Now R1 say I will form how many neighborship? 3 neighborship. Show IP IGRP neighbor because I am having 3 neighbors. But R2 say my neighborship will form with only which router? R1. R3 also say my neighborship will form with R1. R4 say my neighborship will form R1. In this case, if R1 trying to advertise on LAN network 1.1.1, I want to advertise this network. And then enter. So R1 whenever send this update, so this update, this network 1.1.1 available on which router? R1 router, yes or no? So all other routers will form neighborship with R1. So R2 say I am receiving the root in EIGRP table 1.1 via which router? R1 because my neighbor is R1. But whenever R2 advertise on network 2.2.2, whenever R3 advertise on LAN side network 3.3.3.3, oh sorry, router EIGRP 100 network 3.3.3, R4 also advertise router EIGRP 100 network is 4.4.4. Now R1 will receive successfully all routes 2.3.4. Because R1 having 3 neighbors R2, R3, R4. But whenever R1 send this same network information on R2, R3, R4. So R2, R3, R4 having only one neighbor. Which one? R1. Now verify on R2, show IP route EIGRP. R2 say I'm receiving any route? No, because it's the same update loop concept is available now. So update never forward from R3 to R1. Possible to forward, but R1 will forward on R2, R4 side. No. So how to break this rule? Because split horizon rule is available. Same update never receive. So R1 say on my E0 by 0, disable split horizon rule. How to disable? IP split horizon EIGRP 100 enter. So enable. If I am saying no IP split horizon EIGRP 100, then disable. Wait. Again form neighborship racing log, racing and racing. Now verify. After disable split horizon rule, R2 receiving all 3 rules. But right now via which one router? Which neighbor we can receive? R1.
R1.
But whenever R2 want to reach R3 side, so first data go to R1, then go to R3. Verify. If I want to ping 4.4.4, it's a reachable. But if I am trace 4.4.4, then I will go to via which one router? 10.1. Because R2 neighbor is R1 now. So R1 sending R4 route, R4 not sending directly. So how to say R1 whenever send network information, so never add on interface IP as a next hop IP. Because right now 4.4 originated by which person? 10.4 person. So whenever R2 receiving 4.root, so always receive 10.4, never receive from 10.1. So basically by default in EIGRP interfaces, self next hop IP already add feature. Clear? So how to disable this feature? I will say R1 E0 by 0. Whenever you are sending any update, so never add on interface IP as a next hop IP. IP next hop self. For which one? EIGRP 100. Enable. And I want to this one feature disable. Wait. Neighborship goes down and then again up. Now go to R2 side. We are receiving again routes, but right now we are receiving via actual originator person. Yes or no? And if I am doing now trace route for 4.4, so traffic going directly or indirectly? Verify via R1 or directly R4. Ibrahim Kirti. Traffic go to directly R2 to R1, R2 to R4 side. But last time traffic go to R2, R1, then R1 to R4. So
R2.
basically, whenever R1 form neighborship with any interface, any neighbors, any devices, then whenever send update, so always add which one IP? Which one IP? Next hop IP. Which one? Next hop IP.
Next hop.
So if R1 enable next hop IP, so we are getting issues na? Which one issues? We are not getting actual originator IP information. Clear? So whenever R2 want to reach R4 site, so we are traffic going via R2, R1, then R4. So basically in EIGRP, every interface next hop IP feature is enabled. You just need to manually go to router 1 and say disable. So whenever R1 next time forward update on any route neighbors, so send actual person ID, actual originator person. Clear?
Okay, yes.
Okay. In next session, we discuss dual algorithm, load balancing plus filtering. Okay.
All right.
Go through this video and we meet again tomorrow, same time.
Yes.
But we discuss remaining topics. Clear?
Yeah. Okay, see you.
Which topic we discuss next time?
Dual algorithm, no?
We discuss this topics. Clear?
Just balancing the algorithm and the loop
We
prevention.
done. Next hop IP feature, I think. Next hop IP feature we done.
Yes.
Okay. And we done split horizon rule with point to multi-point segment. We done static neighborship. We done dynamic neighborship. Clear? Go through this video. We meet again tomorrow and discuss this same topics. Clear?
Yes.
Kirti, Abhishek.